Oh, well, there.
There it is. We are
Yeah.
live. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It is Saturday evening, 20 after 11. It's time for sexy time.
Extravaganza.
You know it. Sexy time with Mr. Thought and your boy Movie, because we are unable to track down the captain.
Mr. Howdy.
He's MIA at the current moment.
That he is, little ass. I mean, that lovely man.
He should be here right now.
He knows better. Not responsive.
I don't know. Would it be out of character for him to be consecutive with the show?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Because you're the most you've been on every
all but one.
So you're winning that title.
Yes. The most podcasting podcaster in the unknown podcast cast.
You're on, and you're backing our ad. Hopefully you're backing it. Better looking at the price tag on that ad. Hopefully it's
yeah, it should be me.
All right. That's awesome though. We've reached a lot of people there on the Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much it actually does though. Like if people don't actually do anything with it, then it really doesn't reach anyone. They just scroll past it.
Hey, if at the present moment there's what?
Almost 2,200 people.
Yeah, like six link. I think 6 or so link clicks. So that's good stuff.
Yeah, get those clicks.
All in all, not too shabby.
No, sir.
And you're only targeting New York people, so that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Or is that racist? I don't know.
How is that racist?
Statist. I don't know.
Statist. I'm very statist.
Damn you. Damn you. You tear me apart, Scott. More Schwarzenegger than
yeah, I'm not sure what that was, to be honest.
So it is all good. I mean, he's not answering anywhere. I just sent him another invite. So I'm ready to well, wait, before we jump into the official show. Yeah, we're gonna fumble our way through this, but we're gonna do a damn good job at fumbling.
All right.
I can bring it in, or if you want to bring it in, whoever wants to bring it in, I'll bring it in.
You bring it in.
I'll bring it in. I'll come up with something good in the spot here.
All right, okay.
Minimize this window here. Bring up Audacity here, and you know what? Let me just do a little test first. I always like to make sure after one time, so I hit record. Go ahead and say something.
Hello. Smoothie. Test smoothie.
All right. Looks good. Looks like it's picking up the audio. I'm like, well, let's play it back.
Let's hear it. Hello. Yep. Smoothie. Test smoothie.
There we go. We got that. All right. So it's time for our 5-second pause right about now. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Smoothie, but of course, welcome to episode number 15 of the Unknown Podcast. It is a big episode. We're celebrating 15 episodes.
Yay.
Not consecutively, of course.
Not even close.
And for the viewers at home right now, as you can see, one of us is MIA at the moment, and that is our good buddy, Captain Howdy, Brandon.
He failed us.
We don't know where he's at. But
probably sleeping or ignoring his phone, one or the other.
I would say ignoring. That's the most realistic answer. But we do have the amazing Mr. Scott the Thought with us once again.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between.
There we go. Listen to that sexy voice there.
Yeah.
It is time to do this, as is the case with us. We are completely unprepared.
Yeah.
But we're coming off the heels of a great show in the room episode. I haven't listened to it back, but I'm assuming you did. That you said it was
Yeah,
good.
it's good. It was really good. I think if people actually listen to it, they would enjoy it.
And that's good. I think in terms of the pieces I heard while I was editing, it looked very well.
Yeah.
And like the sound, we like both our
Yeah, we all sound really good in that one.
thing, everything matched up. It was meant to
Yep.
be. It was
Yes.
it
It's
was
meant to be.
So before we get any further into this discussion, this show, we're gonna you got a shot tonight?
Yeah, I grabbed one.
I'm gonna of course be doing the fireball. What are you
Fireball. I have I didn't realize that my shot glass was disgusting. Oh, maybe I won't be doing a shot tonight.
we'll be doing
Jesus,
shot?
it is gross. It's called the Devil's Bathtub. It's a cinnamon gin. I've had it before on the cast.
I do recall that, but that would explain why your shot glass looks filthy because it's the devil's.
Well, I thought I cleaned it, but apparently not.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I already said it. I'm doing the fireball, so
Of course.
let's kick the show off right. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm definitely going to go out and say that when I fill this glass here to the bottom, it's definitely more than one shot, maybe closer to two.
That's a big shot glass from the looks of it.
I don't think it was intended to be a shot glass, but that's what I'm making it.
That's what it is now.
And it works. It does the job, show after show. So
Yes.
much better than me bringing down the fireball bottle because we know, unfortunately, what happened. That happened.
Yeah, we get one of the best episodes we've ever recorded.
That's right. One of these days, I'm going to get around to pulling that out and just editing that for the Facebook page and for that. But
go for it.
a lot of work. But I do want to make it good. We need some more content. We're content creators.
Sure.
Awesome.
So what's up?
What are you drinking on tonight, Scott?
I've got Sierra Nevada, and it's a lager. It's called Sierra Visa. I guess just an easy drinking lager, which means it tastes exactly like a lager. And that's about it. It's really good if you like lager.
That was a good commercial there.
Thank you.
That was definitely.
It was half-assed as hell.
Hey, it works. That's how we do.
It did. That's how we, yeah.
I'm drinking the Lion's Head once again. Wow,
I'm scared.
It was frightening, intimidating.
It's very frightening.
That's my advertisement. Just
all right. It's scary. Rawr.
Rawr.
So we're flying at the seat of our pants tonight. We already had nothing planned. We at the last minute realized we're not going to have our third member. So let's see where this goes, if anywhere.
I'm holding out hope that he'll eventually check his phone or check the group chat and get on here. As a matter of fact, while we sit here, I'm going to try and invite him once again. He has to be getting these alerts somehow, right?
Yeah, if he's got Google Hangouts on his phone, he does, but that's the only way.
I would imagine he does. I would hope he does, but
yeah. Oh, we'll see. If not, what do you got? Because I don't know if I've got anything.
We're like I said, we're coming down from that great last week. We had a great discussion about the disaster artist, MySpace. Speaking of MySpace, I mean, after my debacle, for those of you,
yes, go please explain.
So for those of you who are on our Facebook page, who like our Facebook page, and happen to catch that, I went ahead and created a new MySpace account for the Unknown Podcast.
Did you do that right after the show?
The next morning. I
Oh, okay.
I was started to look and see what needed to be. I was too busy looking up Tommy Wiseau stuff after the show last week.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Um, so I created it and everything's good. And then I happen to, after walking away from the computer and then going back and looking at the link, because I think I posted the link to, was it the Facebook page or Twitter or somewhere, and the link wasn't working.
One or both, I don't remember now.
But in any event, it would have been the same link. And the problem was I had spelled unknown wrong.
Not only did you spell unknown wrong in that, you spelled it wrong somewhere else too, right? Like on the page,
Yeah, so like the
the
username,
name.
that's it, and that's what the web link is.
You did it twice though,
Um,
didn't you?
no, I think it creates it based off the username, kind of like Facebook or
Oh, okay, okay.
so when I created that, but I looked at it and I always do that because every once in a while, depending on what computer I'm using, what keyboard I'm using, I will miss the end for whatever. I'll be typing too quick, and I always catch it. And of course, this time when it's published, I don't catch it. But
The You Known podcasts.
it's you known how we do here. That's what I can say.
We have to change our name now.
But so I was all excited to start this, regardless of poor spelling or whatnot. But
Word, I know.
MySpace is dog shit. Like,
It's not the same as it was. I don't think you could possibly do what you did, what we used to do.
and like I knew like that it was different. I know it's geared mostly towards music, like
Yeah,
the stage in the game. It's, I think, Entertainment Weekly owns it. Like, I was looking at the bottom when
I think you're right. Yeah.
was going, see if I could change it, fix my mistake. But the like, I've made like 4 or 5 posts, but I can't see them. Like, I don't
What?
like,
Where do they go?
don't know. It says it's, but I can't physically see to go back and edit or whatever. Like, when I mentioned that I spelled it wrong or whatever, and I
Yeah.
put a picture up of like first day on the internet or whatever, the picture's there. Like, it saved the albums, but I don't
Don't
see.
know where it goes after that. I mean,
No, like,
assuming if you had friends on there, they would see it.
but it's like slow and it's so heavily like ad, like so many ads, and I think you can turn them off or whatever, but it's just, it's not even worth it. Like, I don't
No. Is
know.
Tom still your friend when you start?
He said, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, that's pretty much.
But is he your friend
Yeah.
when you start? Still?
No, he
What?
jumped ship to Facebook, wasn't it? Wasn't that like his big
No,
thing? Or
he sold it. He sold it for like $500 million or something like that. And called it quits after that.
yeah, but
Like
no,
he just retired.
I've seen him appear somewhere else, like on, I don't know if it was like
He was in a movie, I think.
but I think it was another social media thing where it said like, "Oh, this is Tom from my."
I think he was on Twitter.
Was that it? It was
I think it
something.
was Twitter. Yeah.
I remember seeing that. That was pretty funny. But no, it's terrible. Like, I was, I was excited to like really get this going again. Not that I knew it was that it was going.
We're trying to make MySpace great again, but
Yes, I was. I
kind
broke
of
it.
hard to do from the sounds of it.
I put my red hat on and
Oh, yikes!
Sunday morning and was making MySpace great again, but you can't do anything. And then like I was like, all right, whatever. Let me give it a couple days, and then I'll come back to it on Thursday. And I uploaded our intro, the Unknown Podcast intro, and episode 14. I go to play them, they're there, but I can't play them, like preview them on my end.
That's strange.
And then if you search, so I signed out and searched, and I was able to play like the first 10 seconds, and then like an ad comes on. I was like, what the hell is this? So needless to say, I'm not going to devote too much time.
Yeah, it's no Vero.
But while this afternoon, speaking of Vero, I did decide to try and make Vero great again.
Yeah. Did you start? Have you still been posting on there?
Every once in a while, when I think of it, like I'll just like post a movie or like whatever I'm watching.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was at our friend's daughter's birthday party, and I was just sitting there, and I was drinking some beers, and I was like, "Oh, let me." I have never posted about the Unknown Podcast on Vero. Let's see what happens here. So I posted the link to the last week's episode, and like 3 people liked it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh,
Your Vero fame has died.
yeah, it was a good push. It was a good push.
Yeah.
So much stuff to like keep up with, like nowadays, between Instagram and Twitter and
True.
YouTube and wherever the hell, Facebook. It's
Google Plus.
Google Plus.
Or not Google. Yeah, Google. What was
Yeah,
it? Yeah, it is Google Plus, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I always try and make that great again every quarter, but that never fix.
No one notices.
It's
It's been abandoned. It was abandoned when we started it.
like, again, it was something that was good in theory, but
Yeah, it didn't do anything too different
no,
than Facebook.
it made
In
things.
fact, there was less to do.
Yeah, I think that was the problem. It was
Yeah.
not, for simpletons, I guess, not that everybody uses Facebook as simple, but like they're more, oh, look at this, look at that, shiny.
It's very user friendly.
Yes,
Just it's the Apple of the social medias.
it is, and that's why we're trying to make that work there, and
Yep.
hopefully get some people here. But um, until the next biggest craze comes along, I guess that's.
I don't know what it'll be because Facebook's been going strong for over a decade. No other social media platform seems to last that long. Besides Twitter, I guess. Twitter's 10 years old too at this point.
Yeah, but it's the whole. I mean, I don't even know if that's really considered a thing anymore. Twitter was more of a micro blogging platform.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
Twitter?
No, like the concept of micro blogging, since they.
Oh, well, no. Blogging kind of has gone by the wayside for pictures and videos. I feel like
It does seem to be that it's a lot easier to post a picture than sit and write something. Like, you can express yourself better, I guess, with a picture or even a meme at this point, and get your point across than sitting there typing something well thought out.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. That's how it goes.
It is what it is, I guess. But
yeah,
that was the rise and fall of making MySpace great again.
it literally lasted not even a day.
A week.
Not even.
I worked on it a little bit on Thursday, and it was just.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, like they're like that's when I added the songs, but I was going to make more posts and new things. Since I can't see it, I don't know what I'm posting. I don't know if anybody's getting it. Certainly nobody's reached out to be in like my connections or whatever. But like even as far as like I went to somebody's profile, it's very complicated. Like, I don't see any posts by them. Like, you can make text posts, but you can't see it.
Is there like a timeline on there on your homepage?
I think it's called the stream, but you have to be following people, kind of like Facebook.
Yeah.
So right now I'm not following.
It's just weird you can't see your own thing.
Yeah,
you can't see it in that stream either. Yours?
No, it says add to to see stuff in your stream, add people to it. So
that's weird.
It's relying on other people's content, not your own, which I don't get. So
that's not really your space now, is it?
No, I don't even. It's like, I don't even think they care. Like, they just kind of put it out there, and knowing that there's other platforms out there that people could be using, I guess they don't want people to use it, but it's there, I guess.
Sure.
So like when you go, I mean, I don't know if you've been there recently or even after we were talking about it, but it's the front page when you open it up. It's all, because it's Entertainment Weekly, it's all talking about movies and different.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much just a
magazine right there.
Exactly. Very much like laid out like a magazine. You can have your space, there, but
yes.
Gosh, I feel like I'm talking in circles with that.
Yeah, well, you gave it a shot.
I did.
If maybe this will be the way that we get big, is through MySpace. Somehow someone discovers the misspelled unknown and is very intrigued by it, and they go to our page and they bring a lot of followers with them.
Because they're gonna say, we've wanted to come here forever, and this is what we've been looking for. So
we're blowing up on MySpace. Don't worry. Everyone go to our myspace.com/ is it the unknown pod
.com /
yeah
it is. We're there too, but we're not gonna update that yet.
No.
Yeah, we gotta keep that on the hush until it's good. So all the people from Entertainment Weekly who are listening and watching right now, fix your shit.
They're watching very intently, I'm sure.
I bet this is entertainment, and it's done on a weekly basis.
It's usually weekly.
So
sometimes weekly.
Right. almost every other monthly week of the week.
Every other month of the week? What? Is that what you just said?
That's pretty much what my week consisted of, making MySpace great again, and it was a big failure. So how was your week? What have you done since the last
what have I done? I've gone to work, and I've been doing some driving around because my son went to my parents. So yesterday I was in PA for half the day and drove home.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Tell me we're right down the road, and you didn't think to say, hey.
I wasn't there very long.
He even give you a hug or something?
I'm sorry.
Butt and took a selfie. We could post it on MySpace and say, hey, look at this.
I should have posted it on MySpace. You probably would have seen it right away.
Damn it, Scott. Damn
it. I'm sorry.
Next time. Don't let it happen again.
So the weekend, I am childless. It is. I haven't done shit.
Exciting as you thought it would be.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's typically how it is.
It's
going to be one way, and it's not. But so yeah, you had just as productive a week as I did. It's great.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else other than that stands out to me. I do want to go back to a couple weeks ago when we were going to have a show, or we didn't have a show. I don't know if you saw this news article on wherever outlet. I forget how I even came across it, but there was this python in Thailand that ate this poor woman. I believe it was Thailand.
It sounds familiar, yeah.
And apparently that's not like a weird freak thing. Like this happened a year before where python ate in the same region ate a dude. It's like, what? Yeah. Like, seriously. But they have the video in both cases of them cutting this snake open and removing the body. It's very creepy, but it's like, could you imagine that? Like
being shoved in there?
Yeah, like
I think you're dead before they even swallow you.
Well, you are, at least what I gather. But like,
can I imagine being engulfed by a giant snake that just murders me with pressure and venom? No, I really don't ever want to imagine that. It sounds horrifying.
But it's like this little lady, I think she's like 50 something. She's just out in her garden. Like, what do you do? Like, is there anything you can do, or just say,
throw dirt in its eyes and run? I don't know.
Like, or you just kind of just say, well, that's it.
I guess you kind of have to. Once it's on you, it's like, well, I had a life. I don't know if it was that long or good, but I'm dead now.
It's crazy, but just saying the body coming out of a snake, it's
creepy.
Clothes and all, shoes. It's like, what the hell? Damn you.
He's hungry. Really hungry.
Yeah, I'd say.
Scoping out a human to eat.
Crazy. And the fact that was like this, and I'm sure it's probably, I would say, happened more. I didn't do much more research than the other case that I saw. But it's like, if you know this is a thing in your area, like, when you're a little more on guard, I guess.
I mean, I think they're supposed to be pretty good at sneaking up. That's how they eat. So they probably didn't even know it was coming.
I guess that's the way they're designed.
Those slithery little bastards.
Damn them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah, I just want the. Sorry, there's a little more.
Oh, yep. Don't let it go to waste.
Um, but I found that article interesting. But other than that,
More like terrifying. That freaks me out.
it is. But it was intriguing though. At the same time, watching it,
Yeah.
like I said, like just this whole like in the instance of the lady, like the whole village, I guess, or whatever, was there. Why they're like removing her, like kids and everything. It's like let's go down to the Bob's farm or Mary's farm and watch us pull her from the belly.
Yeah. Going down to the old farm hole, getting eaten by a snake.
Crazy, it's crazy stuff. But
Yeah, well, that's your news for the week, folks. Lady eaten by giant python. Tags turned 40 yesterday. We should give him a shout out, I suppose.
oh,
So
I didn't realize it was the big 4-0. I didn't catch on.
yeah,
Well, happy birthday to you, Mr. Taggington.
you are officially over the hill now.
You are old.
You're old as fuck. Sorry.
I'm on your heels, but not quite.
Not there yet, but you will be.
I still got another. I'll turn 39 in October, so I got another.
Year and a few months.
Yeah. So we drink to you, Tags, and your
To you. Have yourself a beer if you have one in your house this week.
Any good? Right. Any good? Oh, did you happen to download or listen to that new Gmo Ski album?
I did not. No, I've forgotten about it.
It's definitely worth listening to. It's
okay. I'll probably throw it on my Spotify, give it a shot.
In my opinion, I enjoyed it. I've listened to it like 6 times already.
Oh, really? Wow, you really liked it. Does he have any special guests on that?
The only he has like his crew, the Inf Gang. I'm not familiar with who they all are, but I've heard him on his other albums. And the like big features are Vinny Paz and
sweet.
The Joker or
the Joker. Yeah. I can't believe that dude's still making music. I thought he went through a spree a few years ago just dissing literally everyone that could ever help him.
And he apologized to them all.
Literally every massive underground rapper he just threw fucking shade at and burned all of his bridges for what? I don't know. He must have had a mental breakdown. And he was dissing juggalos even though he's dressing up like a fucking jester. I mean, and making a lot of horrorcore-ish music and working with juggalo artists almost exclusively. I was like, what the hell is this man doing? But apparently now he's in good graces with everyone. Or good enough.
I mean, he I remember that whole time period. I never followed his. I know Kyle was a big joke.
He's the one that really before he even kind of blew up, Kyle was hip to that man. And
yeah,
I remember him posting about it somewhere.
He's not bad at all, but I remember that whole period because he was dissing Tech Nine,
Hobson, and
but then he went and made I think it was all in the same song, I think, but he apologized to Tech Nine and apologized to Hobson. Hobson was actually in the video.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now that you mentioned that.
So maybe he did have a kind of a mental moment there, and
he made a whole album dissing rappers that he didn't like.
I don't think I've ever listened to that. Is that on Spotify or Amazon?
I think so.
I'll have to go back and look because, like I said, he's not. I don't mind. He has a good sound.
I mean, half the rappers that he was dissing, I didn't know who the hell they were.
But exactly. But he apparently did a lot of production. Let me see if it's
on Gmo.
Yeah, because Gmo posted on. Oh shit.
Yeah, I remember Joker having pretty decent production, so he must have done his own work.
Yeah, all songs mixed and mastered by the Joker.
Oh wow,
An
he did the
additional
whole
album
damn
producer.
thing.
Yeah, so like the main like producer was Fritz Van Cos. I'm assuming that's Fritz that we know
Oh,
from.
from Twisted.
But it says additional album production by the Joker. So, and he's on
Crazy.
that track. Pretty pretty good, pretty funny. I dropped the CD. Good thing it landed on its back.
Good thing you
Like,
ripped it.
but the his like his verse is like much different than Gmo's and Vinny Paz's on that song, whereas it's more of like a joke. He talks about his balls the whole time, but
What?
it's like he's going off and saying like if I don't do good, Vinny Paz is going to think I'm feeble, and like Gmo like pull my car, whatever. And then he's like, oh, I'll blame it on my nuts, and his nuts like met female nuts on Nut Tinder or something. I mean, it's funny.
All right.
That's the laughing at you is the name of the track. Listen to it when you can. It's funny. I like his part because it's just bizarre, and then like every like other sentence you just hear Gmo. What the fuck? um. So it's good. It's good. It's a good album. I definitely was not disappointed with it.
That's good. I know you're a big old juggalo still, so
Still,
gotta get that juggalo music.
darn right. Next week is the gathering, and then like I said, hopefully we're recording next Saturday because, like I had stated last week, that'll be episode 16. So we should be able to hit episode 17 the week after the gathering, and hopefully have lots of good stuff to talk about, and just celebrate the Dark Carnival and all. It's good.
We'll be celebrating the Dark Carnival for sure. Are you gonna paint your face?
I don't know. I might.
I'm assuming there'll be at least Fago. Are you gonna put any alcohol in your Fago?
Yeah, I'll have to figure out goes good with the alcohol I have. Which I mean, the Speedway by me that sells it is they only have like cream, root beer, grape, and
They
orange.
stick
Like
they so they're sticking to like the very basic
yeah, and
flavors.
oh
They're
no,
not getting the weird shit.
Moon Miss, but
Oh yeah.
they don't. And it's the same thing because there's a Speedway by my work in King of Prussia, which like I guess that's like their thing. They carry that, not their thing. Obviously, they
Yeah.
but they carry it there as well. But it's the same few flavors sheets, but there's not one close to me. They usually have a more robust selection. Like
Sheets has some weird shit in there.
I love sheets. Back when
Yeah.
I went to school, college, I went to school up by Hershey, and
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's that's where I was driving through yesterday. That's every 5 feet there was probably a Sheets.
yeah, and that was just like I didn't know of. I mean, I'm sure Fega was there, but that was before my introduction, or before I shouldn't say my introduction. I knew who ICP was at
Yeah.
798, but um, much before I was listening to them, and I never thought to say, "Oh, let me get a Fego." What is this?
You didn't really care about Fago before ICP then?
No, like I didn't know really a thing. I mean, it's much like since you have roots in PA, A treat. It's like the same.
Hmm.
Familiar with that?
I don't. I
Uh,
don't think so.
and here it's A treat. It's a local soda place, but
Real cheap stuff.
it's the cheap stuff, but it has like the funky, like they have a blue, like blueberry flavor. It's just called like Big Blue, like
Oh
that,
really?
like the weird flavors like that. So it's kind of like the same thing. You want to save money, you're gonna get the A treat version, and
Okay. Yeah.
but that yeah back when I was in school, it wasn't. I mean, maybe I did. Maybe I don't even remember because usually we would go to the one Sheets. It was in Palmyra, so that was a little like a few miles up the road from our school, and it was usually after a night of drinking. But I would love to go there and get their schmuffins
Oh
because they were made to order.
yeah.
So I would always get the steak, egg, and cheese, and get jalapenos on it.
Oh, geez, man.
Like man,
Ready to fart fire.
oh, I'd love it. I'd pick a couple of those, and it was just the best after drinking food.
Yeah, that's drinking food right there. Sheets. That is stoner and drunk food.
And then because they also have my roommate got me hip to this. It was probably actually the first time I ever had like a Caesar salad, but like
Yeah,
you could like ask, you know, they would put the dressing on for
yeah.
you, and you could ask for extra dressing, and it was like the best Caesar dressing. So like I would get those as well.
Ooh,
Just
ooh.
coated. There's no health value in it because it would be swimming. The lettuce would be swimming,
Yeah, with their Caesar dressing,
but it was delicious.
cheese and cream, and all that lovely stuff.
But I wish we had a Sheets closer, but I'm assuming
Yeah,
that
Wawa, isn't that kind of the same?
kind of sort of like, but it at the same time it's not. Now I don't want to get my Philly card pulled from me because I do like Wawa as well, but I much prefer a Schmuffin to
Yeah.
a Sizzly any day. And I know I think you can now get breakfast like custom breakfast sandwiches made,
Hmm.
but I'm assuming that like they have like some kind of agreement
An agreement.
because I don't from what I can remember, and even when I go once a year, our former church, they have like an auction up in Lebanon. Um, there's a Sheets right by that as well, but I don't see Wawa's out that way.
No, that's more of a Philly thing for
So
sure.
I think they have like,
In
but you don't,
Jersey, I think.
and you don't see like Reading. You'll start to you see like Sheets and stuff, but like
Yeah.
this kind of area, they don't like. It's
Nah.
kind of
You
don't
got
come
that Philly shit.
here. You won't we won't go there. Um, but it is always funny to see like people in Florida going to a Wawa. That always cracks me up.
Yeah, why?
Just because they made it that far. Like
Oh.
on my way, you know, where I grew up, it's very, you know, Wawa, PA is very close to where my aunt lived. So we'd always drive through Wawa to get to her
Yeah.
house, and it was just
Was that where it's based out of? Is that why it's called Wawa?
yeah. There's a town it's called Wawa.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought they called the gas station that.
It's like a farm, a dairy farm, but and I forget what Wawa does mean something. But I believe
Wah, wah, wah. It's Charlie Brown's teacher.
see,
Oh, Jesus.
I told you I'm very gassy.
Yes. I'm so gassy tonight.
And still no Brandon. So I'm
No.
guessing that he is out for the evening.
Yeah, I think midnight's a good cutting off point for that.
Like nothing, like all communication dropped. Like I hope everything's okay. Like I don't want to be like a dick here talking about.
Nah, talk shit. It's fine. He'll be all right. He's not gonna listen to this anyway.
We'll get over it anyway.
He's not gonna listen to this. It's fine. We can say whatever we
But
want.
he's missing the 15th episode extravaganza.
Was yeah, we had nothing planned. So what kind of extravaganza are we talking here?
It's really not, but I am happy. Like it is quite the milestone for us, and in terms of
The fact
how
that we even got 10 is amazing.
yeah, like and how like the typical duration or yeah duration for a Howdy Inc. show, aside from Howdy Inc. The Next Generation, because that's been going pretty strong for over a year.
Yeah.
Typically, we start these things, and we've mentioned this before, and they
They die.
just fall by the wayside. Um, but this has been magical. I've really looked forward to Saturday nights, even if I'm not able to come. But as long as I know there's a show going on, it's just nice to have that consistency.
Keeping it going. Rocking the pod.
Like I will be. Well, the next milestone obviously is the Juggalos show,
Yeah.
but I'm looking forward to it because did we start in January or February? Was it?
It was like the very end of January, I think, or maybe it was the very beginning of February. I don't remember now.
But I mean, I know we were doing it in February, so like I'll be like happy if we're still doing this like around Christmas time. You know,
I'm sure we will. As long as people show up.
Yeah, I have no.
I mean, we're gonna keep skipping weeks. That's just how we do it. I mean,
It is, and
Saturday night, something's usually going to be going on someone's life. So
yeah, and hopefully we can like maybe even start like I've said we've said this in many episodes. Maybe start doing it earlier. Maybe more people, like viewers, will be able to come because it's kind of
true. Yeah, that one's really popping off here. If someone's up at midnight on a Saturday, I hope they're doing something, not watching us. Not
or
that I don't want people to watch us, but
or I hope they are. I hope they're drinking some beers,
it's your
smoking
favorite. It's your favorite.
food.
Yeah, get a little stoned to your kids and watch us and
It
wonder what we're doing.
might enhance the experience, but it's been like a freaking great time. Like I've enjoyed.
Yeah,
The
freaking great.
and I love how we incorporated our friends like Kyle and Tag
Yeah,
and your brother Aaron
Aaron when he's awake.
is awesome microphone set up.
His phone.
But no, it's been good.
Yeah.
Man. See, I wish like I was really good or had the time. Like this would be a good place to insert like a highlight reel, like a recap.
Yeah, it would have to be audio only though after you edit it though, wouldn't it?
That's true. Well, if I had something prepared, we could screen
Have it going
record.
in the background with your green screen.
Well, no, I could share it right here through the
Oh,
chat and everybody be able to see it. But
no.
of course, I don't have a good enough computer. It'd be very laggy and slowed down. But
That's fine.
maybe for episode 25.
Yeah, 25. You got to buy a whole new computer and build our recap.
As soon as the ad money starts coming in, then we'll be
It's coming.
we'll all get new computers. As a matter of fact, I heard Alienware is waiting to sponsor us and hook us.
Yeah, even though we have none of that stuff. I got Skull Candy headphones that I spent like $50 on. I got a Dell computer and a Snowball mic.
Well,
Hello.
Dell owns Alienware.
Oh, they do? Send me shit.
Right, I have a Dell too. I mean, you can get unless they just supply them, unless they deal them, because you can go through Dell and get an Alienware.
Okay, good to know that.
When when the sponsorship money comes in,
What sponsorship money comes buying a mansion?
that's probably the next smart move. Actually, I mean,
100% buying it outright.
and I don't think that I don't know if Brandon's ever going to get any of that money because
Not if he's a no show.
no explanation or nothing.
Son of a bitch.
Just I'm good to not come tonight. So I think he forgot to type that in the message.
Yeah. Oh well. He'll know better next time.
When he hears how awesome the show was, of course.
Yes. Of course. Yes. He's not going to listen to this. You know that.
He never listens to any of them, and neither do
No.
I gotta say I don't either. Not because I don't want to hear it. Maybe I don't particularly care to hear myself talk.
Yeah, it's weird.
But maybe I will have to go back and revisit the room episode and maybe actually listen to my rant. Go back to that episode and see.
Oh, you definitely need to see if it made any sense to you after the fact.
It still does. But
Okay.
we're not getting into that now.
No. It's just a legend now that will forever be retold.
I beat a dead horse enough, but it's okay.
That's fine.
Every once in a while, I will bring it up because part of my point. Let me just interject here and say that I was complaining about third parties, as you may well know, and they do have third party support. But now you're getting games like from limited runs releasing it, but like Night Trap.
Yeah,
well, that's a third party game, but it's a re-release of a
like 25-year-old game.
Like, and that's great. And basically, one more final point to this whole argument. Like, it's not that I'm against the Switch. I'm just calling them on their BS. They say one thing, and like,
no, they're getting some. They just had a pretty big RPG come out yesterday called Octopath Traveler or something like that. It's supposed to be super good, and it's a Square Enix game, so There, you got a AAA game that's third party. There
You're
you
getting
go.
you're getting
Other than what was that?
you're getting better then.
Yeah,
That's
and they have a shit ton of really good indie games, so
yeah, but you can play indie games anywhere.
you can basically get them anywhere. I'm playing one right now called Mr. Shifty. It's basically you play as a dude that can teleport. It's like a top-down game, and you have to just clear rooms of dudes, but you have teleportation. It's like your Nightcrawler, and you just beat people up. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Um, but I'm still waiting for a Madden or a FIFA or
They have FIFA.
oh, they do have. Well, obviously they're,
Yeah.
but they don't have any other sports titles, do they? I know they wouldn't have a baseball game because
They
so
got Mario Tennis. There
now
you go.
I've never I've seen like the basic previews, but that does look fun. Like,
Yeah, they're pretty good games.
but
Anything Mario is usually pretty good.
it is, and that goes to my point. Like, I'm not complaining
That's
about that. Like, it's
the
a
first
Nintendo
party game.
console.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I expect to see on a Nintendo console. That you're
Yeah,
so
but they got to have a good selling point, and their best selling point is their exclusives.
they are, and they are. Like I
Always
said,
have been. Same with PlayStation. The only reason to get a PlayStation is because they have so many good exclusives. They have a million good exclusives. In fact, they probably are a better reason to own a PlayStation than Xbox at this point because of that.
that's true. One day I'll get one of those too.
You should. There's a lot of good shit to play on that you can only play there.
See, that's the conundrum moment. It's like, is my next console a PS4 or a Switch?
They are probably about $100 difference, so it's hard to say. Depends on what you're really feeling like playing. What kind of games do you feel like playing?
I see. It's a good question. I definitely would love to play the new Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah, for sure. That alone should be a reason to get a PS4
When that comes out, and if I know
whenever that is.
if I know Sony, I know that there will be a bundle with the Last of Us 2.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
That's why I had the original, PS3, like the first, not the cool one to play both PS1 and PS2, but the first model, the big fat.
Yeah, the giant thing.
That
It
mine
was like
died.
$800 or something crazy like that, wasn't it?
Ridiculous. It was like
They,
six
they
hundred
were
bucks.
they were super expensive when they first came out. They were ridiculously expensive because I think it's because they were played Blu-ray.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
the problem was it was the technology was so advanced that none of the developers were up at that
Yeah,
level. So the initial run of games weren't
well,
like high def. They were the
never.
same as X.
Yeah,
So they were working with what they had, but it was
I can't even remember what I think one of the launch titles with the PS3 is what Resistance, the first one of that, and I can't name any other ones.
um
They weren't good, if I remember. Launch titles always kind of suck, though.
well, no, Resistance was good. I mean, that series was good. I
Yeah,
still
I never played that. I hear they're good. I
uh,
wasn't calling that one. I was saying everything else that launched was forgettable because
there was
they weren't good.
yeah, I don't even know what was all the launch titles. Let me see. Let's look at that real
Yeah, you can search that. Try to think what other launch titles. Like the 360 didn't have anything great either. They had Perfect Dark Zero, which was okay. They had that Cameo game, which was not very well received, and I can't think of anything else. Probably Madden and shit.
Well, we had Sonic 2006. Can't forget that.
No, I think the 360 came out a year earlier. They came out in 2005. Oh, are you talking about the PlayStation?
No, the Sonic game, that one that
Oh,
everybody bashes.
that game. Have you ever played it?
I played when I first got my 360. I was like, "Oh, look, a Sonic game. Let me download the demo." But no, I've
It's
never played it. But I've watched.
absolute trash. Did you watch Game Grumps?
Did I watch I may have watched the Game Grumps one at some point.
That is, you need, if you haven't, to experience Sonic '06. You have to watch the Game Grumps. It's like 100 some episodes, but they're fucking hilarious.
AVG, well, he does like a kind of
Yeah.
a
Oh yeah.
synopsis one of it, and that's the one I saw. That's just hilarious. I think he just recently today, like he revisited it, and it was
It's probably even worse now than it was when you had to play it 10 years, 12 years ago.
I would like to play it if it's possible
It's possible.
to I mean what the hell? Oh, achievements. To get achievements if it's
You want
possible.
to get it for the achievements, you probably it's the game is like broken. So I'm pretty sure it'd be really hard
Or
to
really
actually play the
maybe
thing.
you can exploit the um thing somewhere now. Where the damn sorry, I'm back to these PlayStation.
Oh, you're looking up the exclusives. Or not the exclusives, the launch titles.
Sony's official PS3 launch title list. No more speculation. Here, the 21 PS.
There are 21. Interesting.
Oh, continue reading. Let me. Where line up? The full launch window. So let's read through these real quick. Resistance, NBA 07, Genji, Days of Blade, Blazing Angels, Call of Duty 3, Fight Night Round 3, Elder Scrolls, Fear. Fear's a good game.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess they were getting like games that came out a year after the 360 did, so a bunch of good games were coming out then.
Rainbow Six was the first Rainbow, or
Vegas.
yeah.
The first Vegas, yeah.
Need for Speed Carbon, Ultimate Alliance, Tony Hawk's Project 8, Untold Legends.
You play that, Tony? Oh, that there are actual good games that came out that are probably actually better than Resistance. Damn. Yeah, I liked Fear. I played that on my computer, and that came out. What other game?
I played on the 360. I'm trying to think if I ever actually finished it or not, but like
I don't think I ever finished it.
I want to dig back into that and then play the rest of them.
My favorite part of that game was there's like it's shot out. There's a gun that shot spikes out, and you could just impale people to the walls. It was my favorite thing. It was so ridiculous.
I probably remember it, but I'm not to my mind. But that was yeah, so launch title. But I didn't get that until a few years later. But that the whole point of me saying was because that finally died about like
R.I.P.
4 or 5 years ago. That
did you pour one out for it?
I did, and I tried to fix it, and I actually, I repaired the it was like the laser died because I always heavily played the 360, but I wanted to play the PS3 and give it. Oh, that's right. I had sold. This was like 2012, so I had sold my 360 at the time, and so I had the PS3. So I was like, well, I'm going to play it, and I played it for like a couple weeks, and it took a dump. It stopped reading games and everything, so I fixed it.
Yeah.
I got the laser working in it, but then I was getting the yellow light of death. That was there.
Yeah, you can't do any you can send it in for repairs. Could you send in that version for repair?
I probably could. I had the 660 gig. I had the one that played the PS, not the PS. I know like they broke on. The PS2 was a little more expensive, the one that played them. But I had more PS1 games at the time, so I got that. But I think you could send it in, but like it was past warranty at that.
Oh yeah, you'd be paying for it for one. Two, I had a friend that got that yellow light of death, and he sent his PlayStation in, and he never saw it again. They never sent it back to him, and he called them and everything. They never sent it back.
See, that's one thing I will say with in terms of red lights and yellow lights. That initial, once Xbox realized that they messed up with the 360 and had those faulty ones, like that warranty was gold. Like I got that like extended one through them, and the first 360 I had got the red ring, sent it in, waited.
They were all like ticking time bombs,
but
every single console.
They were good at turning them around. Like they
did, because I had the same problem.
it was like, "Oh, it died. Okay, we'll send your box out. You send it in and wait a couple weeks and we'll send you a new one, free of
Yeah.
charge." Then finally by like number 4 or 5, I think I only went through 4. I
Wow,
finally
that's crazy. That's a lot.
I finally got one of the good ones, like the ones that didn't have the problem. I didn't have a problem since.
Yeah.
That one that I sold, but I was pissed because I had just gotten Army. I was waiting. I was a big fan of Army of Two. Army of Two, and the second one had just come out. So
Oh yeah.
I put it in, and it freaking dies. So
Yep.
fortunately, there was a girl I was working with at the time who didn't play Xbox at all, and I was like, "Can I borrow your 360 until mine comes back from being repaired so I can play this game?" So
Oh, that's good.
I put the hard drive on my hard drive
Yeah.
and did that. So it was nice to have that little backup. But when I going back to the PS3, I keep going off track. So when that one finally died and I couldn't repair it, like I didn't get one, but then I wanted to play Last of Us, and that I have the most current or the last version, the Slim,
The Slim, yeah. That's what I have too.
but it was the I had saved the money and they had the Last of Us version of that, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Perfect.
And I went and bought not as many 360 games I have, but at that time, then there was a lot of all the games were a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah. They're dirt cheap now.
I might watch like Metal Jesus Rocks and like different people who have like the uh, hidden gems and stuff and try and locate all those ones to add to the collection and play through. So, I mean, I haven't touched it in a while. It's sitting right here next to me. I guess I should hook both them and the 360 up um, and play some. But
Sure.
it's like that's why I said even with like wanting to get a PS4 and a Switch, like I don't even have like time to sit down and really
No.
play what I want. Like if I sit down to play, like I'm like, well, I don't have enough time to jump into something that involves putting some time into. So let me just play Call of Duty. Pick up a few matches because I can walk away from it easy enough. So,
True.
um,
Well, if you get well, then I maybe the selling point then would be the Switch because you can get smaller games for that. They don't cost that much money,
that's
and they're not as time consuming.
well, and the nice part about that too is it's
Portable.
portable. I can
You
take
can
it.
take it to the shitter, which
Um,
I've done many times. So instead of watching Tommy Wiseau on your phone, you can play a game.
I could play the room.
You
Flash.
can play the. I don't know if they ever sold that, that'd be fantastic. I don't think that'll ever happen, but
I still have to play that. But speaking of bathroom breaks, I do see we are coming up on the hour. You ready for a quick break here in the time? I just want to go refill my shot,
go
tinkle,
for it.
do all that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the first half. I don't know why I'm talking like this, like William Shatner, as you say. Uh, I hope you've enjoyed this first half.
Let's go
We're
for
gonna
it.
we're gonna take a break, and we will be back to talk about some more nonsensical stuff,
Stuff.
and maybe Captain Howdy will join us. So
Spoiler alert, he's not coming.
I agree. So stay tuned and enjoy these words from our friends at Howdy Inc. Maybe it's the Unknown Wrestling Podcast.
Then maybe that's why he's not here. He's recording that.
That would be a viable option, but
It's not
uh,
happening.
it's not.
It's just
To entertain our live audience, PS, the one viewer is me, so you don't have to entertain me too hard. Or
I'll do my best.
and
Whoever wants to watch this later, I'm
yeah,
frozen.
do a dance, do something. Oh, you are frozen. That's not good. All right, well, Scott's frozen at the moment. We'll be back. All right, we are back. I am back. It looks like Scott was frozen. And let's get him back on the line here. All right, so it looks like Scott is offline at the moment. Scott is back online.
What's going on?
What are you going to the Aaron method things here with the phone? So your whole internet's down? Did you go unplug the router?
I have no idea. It must be. It's not connected to my my Wi-Fi is not connected right now. My phone is.
Yeah, your audio is in and out. Do you want to go and try and restart your router and do all that stuff? Oh, there we go. There's some sound.
All right. I don't know what was going on there. I connected my headphones and then it just kind of didn't work.
Nice. So so you're not connected, your router's not connected to
My Wi-Fi is working now. Let me see if I can somehow join back in. It's not showing up on my Google homepage, my Google Hangouts homepage. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, I don't know. It's not showing up. The latest one isn't showing up on here. So I can't join the call.
So what do you want? Do you want to continue on your phone for the audio recording here, or do you want to make this?
I guess, but it's not going to last long.
Oh, that's right. Your phone might die. Um, well,
Let's see what I can do.
Yeah, let's. I'll start the um audio portion back. I'll pause Audacity here. We'll go for
Sure.
a few more minutes. Maybe just explain what's going
Well,
on.
actually, go ahead and try. Here, I'm going to hang up, and you go ahead and try and call me, and I'll answer it. Hopefully, on my computer.
All right, well, I'll resend you the invite. We apologize, ladies and gentlemen, who may be catching the replay of this live stream. Technical difficulties as usual, as does sometimes happen here, but we're trying to get things smoothed out, or maybe it's just going to be a short episode. It looks like Scott is back again. Let's see. Are you on your computer? You're back. You're back. We're back. We're good.
We're good.
All right, that was weird. I was just explaining to the audience, the good folks who are watching or will watch, that we were experiencing technical difficulties if they couldn't gather that themselves. But
yeah, it's normal. It's a typical episode.
all right, well let's start this back up. I only got a few more things. I don't think it's going to be quite a 2-hour episode.
That's fine with me.
I just got a few more things, that little small things to talk about.
All right, well, you take the lead.
Another half hour. So let me unpause it here. We'll do our 5 seconds starting now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the Unknown Podcast. We have some
For here.
technical difficulties, which fortunately you won't know about on the audio version because they happen during our break. Those who are watching the live replay or the replay of the Unknown Podcast live will see
You've seen it all.
the technical difficulties, but we were just discussing before we got back on air. Once the technicalities were all worked out, we're probably only going to go on for a little bit longer here.
Yeah.
It's, of course, the 15th episode extravaganza. Lack of preparation, like we weren't expecting, or we were expecting a full crew tonight as well.
Yep. That's fine. We'll power through whatever we got, and then we'll piece the fuck out.
That's what we're going to do.
Drop the mic.
Drop that biatch. But speaking of dropping stuff, I'm gonna drop another shot here at the top of
Go for it.
the second half. Are you not partaking in another shiznot?
I didn't. This was like a 3-shot when I did it, so I didn't finish it. So I'll do the other half.
There you go. So here we go. Here's the half. The second half.
Cheers.
So good. Now, got me right there. So, wow. Okay. So I noticed that you had cracked another beer earlier as well. I didn't.
Yes.
My beer. I'm still milking the same one anyway, so we're kind of on even ground-ish, kind of, but whatever. Still the Lion's Head. Rawr.
Rar. I'm sticking with the same. I brought down the 3 of them from my pack. It was like a 12-pack of 4 different things, so there's 3 of each beer. So I brought all 3 of them down. Apparently, I didn't want any variety.
So 3 have come and 3 will go.
Yeah, 3rd one's almost gone.
So that's all the more reason we need to cut it short. But
exactly, almost out of beer. How am I supposed to keep talking without beer?
No beer or no something makes Scott not that was bad.
You butchered that one. It's all right. We're leaving it. We're not cutting that out.
No, we're not.
Gets to hear that.
Speaking of butchering, so we have talked briefly last week. No, we put some good time into it. I just wanted to talk live on air after I was fortunate enough to hear Dick Ripa's.
Oh yes, that
was fantastic.
I'm glad that's coming back.
So, along with making MySpace great, actually, we could probably put that on the MySpace page.
You could probably look up Dick Ripas on MySpace. Look up the Dark Forces.
That's right. That's
I'm gonna look them up right now. I can't remember I wonder what it even looks like.
Like, I want to know what. I think it's completely like purged. Like, you won't see. Like, it won't look.
I hope at least our music is still on there, or
photos and stuff. Where I can't, for the love of me, remember my old screen name. I don't know if it was something with Juggalo in it or if it was something without.
Oh, One Smooth Juggalo?
I tried that, but nothing seemed like I searched for it. Maybe I just couldn't search, but I forget what email address I used when I signed up. So it's making it tough.
We should probably have your real name in that anyway if you just search your name.
I did, and I didn't. Maybe I didn't look because there's a lot of Brian Kellys.
Oh, okay.
I didn't feel like going through, and plus it wasn't working right. So again, MySpace dog shit. But
yeah.
But Dick Ripas, that was
What'd you think?
That was something. It was something.
That's it.
Because I didn't really you didn't mention it on the show last week when we were talking about it. You mentioned Hellinger.
Yeah.
No, I always knew that Death Row was. I mean, I thought he was the member of Dark Forces, but apparently it was just
no, Death Row is the gangster rapper, and Hellinger is the
he's the
horrorcore.
Like
He's the horrorcore.
that's the member of the forces. So like on Howdy Inc. the song,
That's
easy, and that's Hellinger. And what was Aaron's again? Who was Aaron?
Hiding the song is not our horrorcore shit.
It's
But
but it's the Dark Forces.
according to Keezy, we never officially said we were the Dark Forces in that. Don't get it twisted here.
All right, so what's the Dark Forces roster? It's Hellinger and who? Sackboy, Slack.
The Quilt Face.
Okay, so that's it. Fantastic. But I was, because
we're still on MySpace. Go on.
So what does it look like? What does?
There's nothing. We have 5 songs on there.
But the page doesn't look like.
Doesn't look like it did, no. And it probably doesn't have a whole lot.
I think it's probably only like pictures and stuff now. I don't think any of the poster.
There's nothing. Yeah. We don't have albums. I don't have any albums. Oh, I guess we do.
Yeah.
What?
Does it show friends? Was I your friend at that time?
Your friend. I'm sure you were. Not for whatever reason. It's not. I don't want to hide artist info. That's all I want is the info. Oh, I was hiding it. Never mind. Let's see. I can't seem to see any friends on this thing. It's a slow ass website.
It's in a lot of ads. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's you would expect. I know it's not the greatest, like it once was, but you figure when it has the backing of a company like Entertainment Weekly and whoever owns Entertainment Weekly, because I'm sure it's some other bigger corporation that owns that they would offer you something better than that. Like the original,
you would think
the original MySpace, even with its looping songs and over the top like pages, and the game request wasn't this bad.
No,
I think it's, for being straight and streamlined, it's worse than it was with all the.
Oh, for sure. Sure, it's garbage.
But one day I'll find my old stuff and figure out what's going on. But like
what are you looking for on there?
I'm just curious to see what I had. I don't think I posted many like blog posts. Obviously on the Music Men. I don't know. I just like to see what. Probably just pictures is probably the only thing that's on there.
Oh yeah.
From me, or I like to, but if you can't see your friends list or who your friends,
they have something called connections, so you probably can.
So I just like to see who.
Just look up the Dark Forces, and you get to listen to 5 songs. One of them being Dick Rippers.
What are the other songs?
There's a song called "The Plague" and "Gonna Surrender," which I think is one of the French rappers that we're just singing. That's one of the songs, because the joke is that French people surrender or something stupid like that. And then there's a couple Hellinger exclusives. You just have to find out for yourself.
That's fantastic. Well, I know what my post-show poop is going to involve.
Oh God. You're going through the whole roster here. There's more than that too. I don't know where. I don't have them on me. So, and who knows if I ever will.
That's fantastic. But Dick Griffith was a masterpiece. Again, what I was getting at was you played a dual role in that song.
Yes, I wrote 2 separate verses about ripping people's dicks off.
Because Hellinger and Death Row.
Yep.
And like I wasn't expecting that. Like when I heard,
oh yeah, because I totally forgot that I had done that until I looked it up. I was like, oh yeah, I never mentioned the fact that I'm 2 different people.
You're featuring yourself on this song, and that was fantastic. But like I said, the very probably not 100% right quoted that I had posted in the Twitter chat, but that my line was, the red mist. Like
yes, the reference to the Red Mist song by Boondocks.
17 dicks on a necklace. It's like,
yep.
So Juggalo. So one.
We had to throw it out there for the Juggalos because we're pretty much making fun of Juggalo rappers, so we had to make sure that we made some references to Juggalo shit.
17.
Pretty much every song.
You got the 17. You got Boondocks in there. You did.
Yeah, that one's an Aaron line. That was a quilt face line right there.
It was good though. It was interesting. It was just interesting to hear that piece, and it's not even that old. Like that's
it's 10 years old. We did that 10 years ago.
So you did that.
So Boondocks is from like 06. That's I mean, I guess in terms of Juggalo lore, that's newer.
Yeah, it's on the newer spectrum, but I mean, still that's Heck, my son's gonna.
It's 12 years old.
Yeah, as old as my son. I mean, that's crazy.
That is insane. Yeah, so I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did. I enjoyed listening to 3 verses of straight dick ripping.
That's all it was. The song came to fruition because, as you probably heard a few samples on there, there's a episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force about Carl. He wins a prize to get his dick ripped off, and that it's called Dickisode, and it's probably one of Aaron and I's favorite episodes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's the most immature thing that's ever been written, but I've watched it so many fucking times because it's so stupid. It's hilarious. It's about they reference dicks so many times in it. So that was our main
inspiration.
That was our main inspiration for it. Was a Aqua Teen Hunger Force song or episode.
So an Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode entitled Dickisode was your muse for
it was our muse for it to make a song, a fake horror song about ripping dicks off.
Well, yes. Or are you ripping dicks off? Like, was that like a past life thing? Were you
am I still ripping dicks?
No, you were just ripping dicks back in the day, right?
Nah, once a dick ripper, always a dick ripper.
Dick ripper for life.
Yeah.
You know, if we ever come out with Unknown Podcast merchandise, I think that's going to be a shirt.
Oh, good.
We're
gonna have to have a whole new have an album for Unknown Podcast as well. We'll have that on vinyl.
That's fine. We'll get the
whole new. We'll make a whole new songs.
We'll remaster Dick Rippers.
Probably could use it.
Maybe we'll hit up Kyle. Buddy,
I'll see if he wants to write a song. Yeah, or no, he's gonna make his MySpace Keezy album.
That's right.
Exclusive for MySpace, which means he's probably gonna need to make a new page.
So we're still on, ladies and gentlemen, bringing MySpace back. Maybe it's going to take more than one man to bring it back. It's going to take a Keezy and a Dick Ripper to
damn right
to bring it back.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. I'm shocked that you guys have never seen it because I know Aaron and I would peddle our stupid songs at like 2 a.m. after I had recorded them, trying to be quiet.
Sure, I have seen it and probably even heard it back in the day, but just not remembering.
Yeah.
But the one thing I do remember was still, and you said you don't remember this either. Back before we really knew each other, I think it was either B6. It had to be B6 because it was the Lyrical Playground.
Oh yeah,
I think so. But you
I posted it in there. I made up a freestyle rap song and wrote them for for whatever reason.
Yeah, like I think I attempted to do something in there, but you dissed me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Did we battle?
Battle, but you were at that time. You were a psychopathic puppy.
Yeah, you can't control me.
It was just some good times then.
Oh god!
That's all I remember. I just remember Lyrical Playground and psychopathic puppy.
Go back. I'm glad I probably can't go back and read the shit that I would write when I was like 15, 16 in there. It's probably the worst thing you'd ever read.
The bad part is you're 15 to 16, and I'm like working at my job at that time. I'm
Yeah, whatever.
on those. That was probably about 2004, I think.
Yeah, about 04 is when I started on there.
But there were some good times. I wish we could. Is B6 the old thing? Like, is there?
The6.com? Let me
Yeah.
find out for you.
I think I tried to look for it a while ago, but didn't see anything. But
oh no, they killed it and then they kept reviving it. It was just one of those things that never died. I think it lives on as a Facebook group.
that's what I think. What a lot of that stuff ends up going to Facebook,
or at least it did. I think I left it because they were posting some really disgusting things that I didn't really want to see. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. Bye, B6. You were in my past, and that's where you're gonna stay.
Heck, was Goatsy still?
I don't remember what it was, but I would think it was Fred. He would post himself naked, and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm done here. Goodbye, B6.
There were some times though. There were some.
Yeah, that was some of my fondest memories were staying up till like 4 a.m. chatting away with people on the board. That's lame as hell, but yeah, what it is.
But like, are message boards are there still message boards like in general? Like, I mean, I know there are. Like, is that still a bigger thing, or has it been by like the Facebooks and?
I'm pretty sure they're more niche. Gotcha. But you can. I think they've kind of migrated to Reddit and Facebook groups. Because then you just kind of post shit and then people comment on it, and you can comment on the people's comments. So that works pretty well as like threads in a Facebook and Reddit posts.
Reddit's a little
it's
weird.
It's not the same, but
you have to you can't put, unless it's when you get to a certain point you can. But like I know, and I haven't posted on there in a while, but when I first signed up for it and first trying to post to the Howdy Inc. Reddit, I I post something,
yeah,
and it's like, oh, you can't post for like
you didn't verify yourself, did you?
Is
you needed I think you probably needed to verify your email address, and that's all it was.
Oh, maybe, but I know later on I was able to post a little bit more once I started getting more karma or whatever. I thought it was like based off that, like they just want to make sure you're not just posting
a bot, yeah.
Stuff. But there was something special about message boards, though.
They were like kind of like like-minded club almost on the internet.
But like, is meaning I mean, we had obviously some good discussions, but we also had like awesome threads, like the "What are you drinking?" thread, and just random stuff like that. But I think the sense of I think it was always cool, like to be like a moderator or an admin.
I was one. It wasn't that cool.
No, but like you had initially you had that like sense of power. It's like, oh, I'm gonna
fuck you, I'm banning you.
You did. You had that power. You could say, I'm banning you for maybe not ever, but like for X amount of time, or you could delete somebody's post. You had that power trip. It was like that whole you own it, and here's the admin, and here's the moderator, and this is how things go, and you form your clubs.
Or you could be Brandon, and you could ban yourself, which I'm pretty sure he did on the Howdy Inc. website. Fantastic. He had to have Kyle unban him. I think he was testing out that if he could do it, and then he found out that he could. That was pretty great.
Yeah. Ban yourself from your own message.
From your own message board that you created. That's Brandon.
We should bring that back as well.
You want to bring back the message board? I think the reason why he killed it is because he was paying for it and it wasn't being used.
Yeah, that's true. And probably it sucks that you have to pay for it, but
it's a website.
I should say I know we do have the incarnation of it on Facebook, the Howdy Inc. group, but
it gets posted to that just as much as it did on the old board.
All right.
So it's almost pointless. And the subreddit, we have a subreddit too,
Yeah, nobody goes there.
and no one goes there either. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Howdy Inc.
I should.
is just us three at this point.
That's true. I think I should make my homework this week to go to the Internet Archive and find some of our old, just the screen caps from some of the
Are
boards.
you gonna find some of our raps?
Yeah, that's what I'll see if I can find. That's what I'll see if we can find some.
Oh boy,
Least of like, I'll see if I can go to B6 board or whatever it was and just get a screenshot of the lyrical playground.
maybe we can all rap our shit live next week.
I don't think I have it now, but like a couple years ago, or not even a couple years ago, probably a year ago, like I found this old marble notebook, and when I was like trying to rap, like I found a few of the raps that I wrote.
All of mine from high school were thrown out. I was like, "There's no way I'm ever gonna." I take that back. Before my parents moved out of our home in New York, my Aaron went into my room and stole a bunch of my notebooks. So he probably has some lyrics that I never want to look at again, or shit that I wrote down or drew that I wished were purged from existence that will never be, because he's hoarding them somewhere so that he can eventually, I'm assuming, use it as ammunition against me.
But it might, maybe once the Unknown Podcast takes off,
Memorabilia, he could be rich.
Priceless.
Yeah.
He might physically, in his possession right now, have the original
I'll just deny it.
Handwritten by Hellinger and Death Row.
I don't even know if I had like a rapper name when I was doing that shit, other than I was just writing down, teenage angsty bullshit.
But
maybe, it was bad.
The foundations of Dick Rippers is in there.
Maybe.
So he could be sitting on
Dick Rippers.
It could be ammunition, because he could say, "I'm going to make all the money off your lyrics." Because
he can go for it. He's got himself some gem songs too, so it's fine. Mr. His, go find his shit. It's out there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I wish I had shit that was out there, like music wise, but I don't.
No, I actually could probably. I think I probably have a hard drive of all of his songs, so I could probably throw those on the Google if he doesn't want me to. I probably, if he's gonna start using that as ammunition, I can start throwing those songs on drive, or fuck it, I'll throw them on YouTube and share them on social media.
Oh, MySpace. There we go.
Oh, on MySpace, I'll make a page on Mr. His page.
There we go.
Just for him.
He's affiliated. One thing I do want to do for serious homework this week, aside from taking screenshots from the Internet Archive.
Yes, please.
Because we had mentioned this like very briefly at the end of the episode last week. Not mentioned it, we were just joking around, but I do think we need to make a Howdy Inc. Wikipedia page.
Go for it. I don't know what the hell it's going to entail.
I just think we start and just throw stuff. Obviously, Brandon will have to add a lot of that stuff, but we can be responsible for.
Okay. He said he tried and they deleted it.
They deleted it?
Like Wikipedia told him it's not relevant shit. You probably needed to have references and stuff that you didn't put on. But yeah, he said something about they didn't allow him to have the page.
That's bullshit. Like, isn't that like the big thing? Like, it's free. Like
I said, don't donate to them. They don't let us have a Howdy Inc. Wiki page. Stop donating to Wikipedia. Everyone.
I'll see.
Campaign to have no one give them money.
I'll see if we can't not get it working. I'll see what I can do.
Hashtag save the Howdy Inc. Wiki.
Howdy Wiki.
Wiggity what?
Yeah. So that's my homework for this week.
Okay. Got anything else?
That's
said you had a few things, and I wasn't sure.
A few things, but I got, I took off on the whole Dick Rippers, MySpace, Dark Forces.
Yeah.
that trip down memory lane
Trip down
was
memory
good.
lane.
The other things were things that I had mentioned earlier on the chat, but if we started discussion on them now, that's best to save for
Yeah.
a later day.
Okay.
But overall, I think it was pretty good for what we were
Yeah.
working with here, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. We yapped away.
We did what we had to do. We came to entertain you. I saw a viewer here and there coming in and out. I don't know if it was. I've been steadily on here. I don't know if it was you, maybe, or
Yeah,
somebody.
that's probably me.
But
I did here and there.
hopefully, people are checking us out after, because we're not going anywhere. The Unknown
No.
Podcast is here to say, and we will rip your dick off.
Yeah. So you better fucking listen if you want to keep that shit.
If you want to, if you want to hear the remix, the 2018 remaster of Dick Rippers,
Yeah.
your boy Smoothie,
Try to make it a little more
Captain.
able to be played on the show.
That's what we'll do.
Take some words out of that.
We show friendly, but we will bring you the remix at some point. But that is going to do it for this episode. I am your boy Smoothie, but of course, Scott.
And I'm Scott.
That is
that's it.
Your name, or Hellinger, or
Hellinger.
or Psychopathic Puppy, Endor, the list.
I wish I had a reason why I named myself that. I don't.
What?
Psychopathic Puppy.
Well, obviously,
there's no story behind that one. I just threw two words together. Psychopathic because it was the Juggalo place, and I thought that would be the appropriate thing to do. Puppy, I guess because it started with a P. I don't know.
Maybe you were a noob. Yeah, and it worked.
I was a noob.
Well, Mr. Psychopathic Puppy, tell the folks listening where they can find you at.
At Psychopath, no, at the Garbage Bin on Twitter and Instagram. Find us on our Facebook. Find us at the Unknown Pod on Twitter, at Howdy Inc. I guess you should follow at Captain Howdy 1027, even though he's an asshole and doesn't show up. Unknown Pod, theunknownpod.com, the Pod, MySpace.com. We're not on Vero. We're not on Instagram. Probably could be, but
we should be on Instagram. I think at the minimum. So somebody needs to work.
We'll work on that. That's other homework.
That's at least a little more relevant.
Yeah, much more relevant.
But
we're not on Snapchat. Sorry,
I don't got time for that bullcrap.
Yeah.
But I am your boy Smoothie, and you can find me here most of the time. You can find me on the MySpace, INC _ most of the places. Smoothie, that is Twitter and Instagram. They're probably the most frequent places I frequent.
Are you gonna make any more videos?
Eventually, I want to go back and make videos, but it's just I like I said, I've been really enjoying doing the work for the podcast and trying to make this work. And if I can incorporate or find the time, I should say, to take some of these videos and throw them up on my page and the Howdy Inc. page and make it all look pretty, I'll do so. But right now I'm just enjoying doing this. And like I mentioned earlier on, I'm kind of been throwing around a podcast in my head. That's as far as it's got.
Would that be you and your wife?
Or either me and my wife, or just me, myself, and I. Like a very half-hour type show, but like something I do research for. But that's only thoughts at the moment.
Okay.
So, and I do have a website too, incsmoothieNtertainment.com, that doesn't get updated at all.
So don't go there because you're not going to see anything.
Go
look at what it is now, and
pretty. If you go there, like I did through and I found some cool stuff. So I have one of my old time lapse videos. So when you go there, it's like a nice picture of like clouds passing by that I actually shot, which is pretty cool. But that's it. You're not the last thing you'll see me post is my standard. Oh, I'm back this time. I'm going to take this more serious, and my
research. Look at my website that I don't do anything with. It's at thegarbagebin.com.
So we're in the same boat. So, but that's where you can find us, and that's the main places you can find us are the Facebook page, and of course Howdy Inc.'s YouTube channel, and howdyinc.com and the unknownpod.com. They're the biggest things we've already said. This is like my second baby here, the Unknown Podcast.
Yeah.
Not my personal, but like I'm trying to make this work. So, and now I'm just babbling on. So it is time to wrap it up. We thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in this week. We will hopefully be back next week, like I was saying at the top of the show, because that will be episode 16. And then hopefully right following that will be the episode I've been waiting for.
That Juggalo one.
Even though we talk about Juggalo something every episode, but
Yep, still brought it up this week.
when I know it's going to be a fully dedicated episode, I'm going to be
face painted.
It's going to be
everyone's going to have to watch that one.
It is going
to actually watch it because you will see Smoothie.
to break out the face paint, and
oh, you will.
Maybe we'll even start earlier, so that way I'm not trying to take off face paint at 2
in the morning,
early,
whatever it is. Yeah,
2 o'clock or so. So I don't.
Yeah.
And I definitely go to sleep. So we do thank you for tuning in. Check out all those places we had told you about, and look for the audio version of this later on this week, because it is now Sunday. July is halfway gone.
R.I.P. July.
You've been real, July. So that's going to do it for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And as always, hashtag stay smooth.
Hashtag stay smooth.
Peace.
Where?
Titties.
All right. Well, we did it.
Wasn't bad.
No.
We were definitely unprepared.
No, we didn't know what the hell we were doing. We talked about PlayStation 3 launch titles, so we were just kind of going off of that one. No. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it will work for another episode of
another one in the books.
The Unknown Podcast. All right.
Thank you to the one viewer, which is me. And
thank you, Smoothie. Kept it real.
I did. I kept it really real. So we're signing out from the live broadcast right about now. Peace.